Good morning, students. Today we will discuss some properties of mth iterative kernel and resolvent kernel. So the property about mth iterative kernel is that the mth iterative kernel, which we denote by KMST, that satisfies the equation KMST is equal to integral KR, which is the function of s and x, into km minus r, which is the function of x and t. Here r is any positive integer less than m. So in order to prove this, we will have to prove that this mth iterative kernel is m minus 1 fold integral, and in the same way the integral on the right hand side, that is also m minus 1 fold integral. So firstly let us see the definition of mth iterative kernel. So by definition, mth iterative kernel KMST, that is given by integral k sx1 km minus 1 x1t dx1. Here km minus 1 is m minus 1th iterative kernel. Now again here we can use the definition of m minus 1th iterative kernel. So you put the value of m minus 1th iterative kernel here, which is integral ksx2 km minus 2 x2t dx2. This is the value of m minus 1th iterative kernel by definition. So if we continue like this and put the values of these iterative kernels which we are getting in the next step. In the first step, we substituted the value of km minus 1, we get km minus 2. Then we put the value of km minus 2 and so on. Continuing like this, we get the value of mth iterative kernel as m minus 1 fold integral. So we get the integral in which the integrand is ksx1, kx1x2, kx2x3 and so on. The last is k xm minus 1t. These are the integrals with respect to x1, x2, x3 and xm minus 1. So mth iterative kernel, that is m minus 1 fold integral. In the same way, if we replace the suffix m by r, we can say that krsx, that will be r minus 1 fold integral. And if we replace m by m minus r in the above equation, we can say that km minus r, this is m minus r minus 1 fold integral. So this integral is m minus 1 fold integral. So the required result is proved. So this was one of the property of mth iterative kernel. Now we discuss some results about the resolvent kernel. So the first result about the resolvent kernel is that the resolvent kernel satisfies the integral equation gamma st lambda is equal to kst plus lambda integral gamma sx lambda into kxt dx. We have to prove this property. So let us start from the definition of the resolvent kernel. By definition, the resolvent kernel gamma, that is given by the analytic function represented by the power series summation m varies from 1 to infinity lambda raised to the power m minus 1 kmst. Now let us split this summation into two parts. The term corresponding to m is equal to 1 we have taken separate, and the remaining summation, which is starting from 2 to infinity, that is the next term. So if we take m is equal to 1, this will be lambda raised to the power 0 into k1st, and k1st is always same as kst. So the term corresponding to m is equal to 1 is kst plus the remaining part of this summation, that is summation m varies from 2 to infinity lambda raised to the power m minus 1 kmst. Now substituting the value of mth iterative kernel here, by definition mth iterative kernel is given by integral km minus 1 sx kxt dx. Now let us use the shifting of index here, so that the summation that was from 2 to infinity, that changes into the summation from 1 to infinity. So by using shifting of index here in this step, we get the value of resolvent kernel as kst plus lambda summation m varies from 1 to infinity lambda raised to the power m minus 1 integral km sx kxt dx. Now, because the series inside the brackets that is absolutely and uniformly convergent, therefore we can change the order of integration and summation here. So by changing the order of integration and summation here, so we get the value of resolvent kernel, which is kst plus lambda integral kxt into the series summation m varies from 1 to infinity lambda raised to the power m minus 1 km sx dx. Now this quantity which is inside the closed brackets, that is again the value of the resolvent kernel gamma. So we can replace this expression by gamma sx lambda. So we have proved the property that the resolvent kernel gamma satisfies the integral equation gamma st lambda is equal to kst plus lambda integral kxt into gamma, which is the function of sx lambda dx. Now the next property is the series for the resolvent kernel is uniformly convergent for all the values of the variables s and t in the circle lambda mod b less than 1, or we can say lambda mod less than 1 by b. So we have to find the reason of convergence for the series for the resolvent kernel. So let us start from the definition. Now by definition, resolvent kernel is given by gamma st lambda is equal to summation m varies from 1 to infinity lambda raised to the power m minus 1 km st. Now because the kernel is square integrable function, so by definition square integrable function means the integral of the square of mod of the function that is finite. So here because the kernel is square integrable, so the integral of the square of mod of this function k, that will be finite. So we have taken a bound e square for this term where e is some constant. Now let us consider kmst mod square and applying the definition of mth iterative kernel. By definition, mth iterative kernel, that is given by integral km minus 1 sx into kxt dx. Now we can use squares inequality. So by using the squares inequality here, this expression will be less than or equal to integral km minus 1 sx mod square dx into integral kxt mod square dx. Now from the conditions of convergence of the Newman series, as we already discussed, this quantity is less than or equal to c1 square into b raised to the power 2m minus 2, and for this quantity we have taken the bound e square. So substituting the values here and taking positive square root, we get mod of kmst, that is less than or equal to c1 b raised to the power m minus 1 into e. Now in the definition of the resolvent kernel, let us take the modulus both sides. So if we take mod on left hand side and right hand side here and substituting the value from the equation 3 here, if we put this value here, this quantity will be less than or equal to c1 into e into summation m varies from 1 to infinity lambda mod raised to the power m minus 1 into b raised to the power m minus 1. Now this series, that is a geometric series, and we know that geometric series is convergent if the common ratio of the series is less than 1. Here the common ratio for the geometric series is lambda mod into b. So the series will be convergent if that is less than 1. It means lambda mod is less than 1 by b. The last property of the resolvent kernel, that is that resolvent kernel satisfies the integral differential equation given by curl lambda of gamma is equal to integral gamma s x lambda into gamma x t lambda dx. Because this equation contains derivatives as well as integration, so this is called integral differential equation. So we have to prove this. Let us start from left hand side and take the derivative of gamma with respect to lambda partially. By definition, gamma is given by this series. Now differentiating with respect to lambda, the term corresponding to m is equal to 1, that is constant, so its derivative will be 0, and the remaining here doing the derivative we get summation m varies from 2 to infinity m minus 1 into lambda raised to the power m minus 2 into kmst. Now let us solve the right hand side. Now in the right hand side, applying the definition of resolvent kernel in these two parts. So by definition, this resolvent kernel is given by summation m varies from 1 to infinity lambda raised to the power m minus 1 into kmsx. Here again applying the definition of resolvent kernel, this is summation n varies from 1 to infinity lambda raised to the power n minus 1 knst. Now double summation we have taken outside, inside we are left with this integral which is m plus nth iterative kernel. Now here we can expand the summation which is varying from n varying from 1 to infinity. Expanding that summation here, we get summation m varies from 1 to infinity lambda raised to the power m minus 1 km plus 1 st plus lambda raised to the power m km plus 2 st and so on. And after that, let us expand this summation. For m is equal to 1 here, if we put m is equal to 1 here, we get k2 st plus lambda k3 st and so on. If we put m is equal to 2 here, we get lambda k3 st plus lambda square k4 st and so on. Now this whole series can again be written in the form of summation, which is given by summation m varies from 2 to infinity m minus 1 into lambda raised to the power m minus 2 kmst, which is same as the series obtained on the left hand side. And this proves that the resolvent kernel satisfies the given integral differential equation. So these were some results about the resolvent kernel.